Hey y'all, this is Jen with Sassy Southern NC Girl, and this is hashtag Crafty Thursday, where you either share a crafty project or DIY, or you can do a craft with me or a DIY with me. And this week I'm going to show you how to make 2-tier tray items because I've been promising to do it and I've yet to do it, so we're going to do it today. So I'm going to show you guys how to make the little rolling pins that I make using Dollar Tree items, as well as a marshmallow person. So basically, for the base of the rolling pin, I am just using the handle to one of the paint brushes that you get in like a pack of 5. I forgot what they're called, but they're like the black meshy material, the spongy paint brushes. And these are good because the spongy part just screws off, and you're left with these flat ends. And then I just used some white chalk paint that I had. This is Folk Art Cottage White, and I just went over this with one coat. And it's okay if some of the brown shows through. It doesn't bother me because I think it kind of gives it a rustic look. And then next, I use some of these cone-shaped beads that you can get from Dollar Tree. They look like this. They're wooden. I got the pastels and the other colors. So there's a pack that comes with red, brown, yellow, green, and dark blue, and maybe purple, I don't know. And then there's a pastel that comes with a lighter yellow, a lighter pink, a lighter blue, and a lighter purple. I'm gonna use, I think, pink, but honestly you could use anything, purple, whatever you want to use. And then basically I just glue them onto the end. Now part of that spongy thing broke off in here. Normally there's a little hole there, and I just use it to line up the bead to make like the little rolling pin handle, but it stuck in there today for some reason. But basically all you're gonna do, just use a little hot glue. You can use wood glue. I just use hot glue, a little dab of hot glue, and then I hold the bead there until it sticks. And sometimes I have to do it a couple of times, but I also like to hold it so that it stays straight. And then you're just going to do it on both ends. And then to make words on it, you can do a couple of things. So you can either use stickers, which is what I did last year, or you can handwrite it with like a Sharpie or a paint pen, or you can use your Cricut and cut letters. If you don't have, or like some kind of cutting machine. If you don't have a cutting machine, it's easier just to use stickers or handwrite it. So that's typically what I do. And I'll show y'all the one I made last year too. I want to make a different one this year. Sometimes I have to re-glue this a couple of times, and you can still see the glue, but it's clear. I usually just leave it because I don't mind it. But then it looks like a little rolling pin when you're done. Okay, so I didn't realize that I had used the exact same pink last year. I had forgotten. But this is the one I made last year, and it just says XOXO. And I did go over it with Mod Podge to hold the stickers down because they're kind of puffy. But I'm just going to show you guys how to do it with handwrite it. And I'm just going to write, let's see, what do I want to write? I think I'm just going to write like love. And you can totally seal this if you want to with some Mod Podge or any kind of finishing seal. I'm just going to do little dots. I also have a little stencil you could use. that has letters. Let me show you that. And you could use that. Honestly, you could do this a lot of different ways, but I just want to show you the easiest way to do it. See, I have this, but it's kind of big. But I also have the smaller one that would totally work. So, you know, just use what you have. There's no need to go out and buy stuff. You can just use a marker. And then to finish it, I'm just going to put a little bow. And I'm just going to use the same bow I used. Actually, I might try this bow. So this is, where did I get this from? Celebrate It. That's Michael's, I think. Oh yeah, Michael's. This is old. I've had this forever. But it's got little conversation hearts. So I think that would be cute. Let's see. You can either tie it around and make a bow like I did on that one, or you can just make a bow and stick it. I think it looks more like finished if you tie it. And you could put little gems on it or whatever. Actually, I might double it up. This is Easter ribbon from last year. And the texture of this is like kind of plasticky. It's not like that nice. But I think I'm gonna put this down and then put this on. No, that doesn't even match. All right, let's do this. We'll use this one. This is just the floral gingham ribbon. We'll just use some of this, and then we'll put that on top of that. So I think what I'm gonna do is glue this on top. Let's do that, shall we? So let's just put some in the middle. Just stick it down. And then I'll just do a few drops here and there just so it stays together. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to make it so I can't bend it. And plus I'm not exactly sure how much I'm going to need because I didn't measure it out, but that'll be cute. Okay, so let's move this over here. Kind of measure this out. Okay. And doing it this way is better because then we can know exactly how much we need. So I'm thinking that'll be a plenty. So I'm just gonna cut it about right here. And if I have any extra, I'll just save it for like a ATC or a Twinchy or something. And I do like to heat seal the ends of my ribbon so they don't fray. And basically you just take a lighter and just quickly go across it. Because if you don't, it'll burn. And we don't want that. All right. Okay, so I don't really love my handwriting, y'all, so I'm not crazy about that love, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right, I suppose. So the important thing is you kind of want to, when you're doing this, if you have ribbon like this that's only on one side, you want to tie it so that the pretty end is out. So I kind of like twisted it, if you saw that, so that the pretty end came out. And I'm going to tie that once like that. And then I'm going to do it one more time. Actually, yeah, we'll do it one more time. So I'm gonna glue that. So it stays. Oops. Okay. And then do it one more time. So you have to kind of twist it so that it does right. I probably should have done this a little bit longer if I was gonna do this, but it's okay. See, you don't want that to show. So I can't remember what I did, y'all. Gotta twist it. Okay, there we go. There we go. So you gotta do a twisty knot when you pull it. And then when I turn it this way, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on this underside here to hold it down so that it stays in the right direction. So just put a little dab on that side, and I'm gonna do the same thing right here so that it stays in the right direction. There. And then you can decide how you want to do your ends. You can either cut them like that, or you can do the little indentation. And to do the little indentation, you just fold the edges like that and cut, and it makes that little indentation. And then I just heat seal it so that it doesn't come apart and it looks finished. And I really didn't have any extra, so, and then I'm just going to go down here and do the same thing. And actually, I don't really like that because I glued it, so I'm just going to cut it like that. So we're going to do that one that way and this one this way. Okay. I don't even know if that was in frame, so I'm sorry. And there you go. But then that's still too long on that one side. I don't like that. Let me fix that some more. See y'all. But this was 100% using Dollar Tree stuff because it all, well, except for the one ribbon. But I didn't have to do that part. I could have. And they have cute ribbon at Dollar Tree. I just didn't, this was what I found first, and I didn't feel like digging through my, I need to, like, I have so much ribbon, y'all, it's ridiculous. So there, you have that. And honestly, because I really don't love that, I'm thinking about looking to see, I've got some red, I think I have some red gems. I'm thinking about taking some little gems and covering that up. because I don't love that. I could paint over it, but it's okay for now. But anyway, oops, you get the gist. But you could literally do this for any holiday and put any color of ribbon, any kind of ribbon, any color ends, and you have a cute little mini rolling pin for your tiered tray. So that's project number 1. And then for project number 2, you can use these bigger size dice from Dollar Tree that come in a 2-pack, or you can use one of these smaller square dice that come in a 4-pack. I prefer these because they look more like the little ceramic mugs, which I do have that set. But I don't like, I don't like to use them on my tier tray because I'm always afraid they're going to get broken in storage, or I'm going to forget. I don't know. I prefer not to use those on my tier tray. It doesn't really matter what color that they are, but the lighter the color, the less balloons you have to use. And I just bought a pack of the white balloons from Dollar Tree, and this is what you're going to use. I usually use like about 2. Sometimes I use 3, it depends. But basically, you're going to take it and you're going to cut across right above the lip right here. And you can just throw that piece away. So you're going to use this part here. And then you are going to stretch it a little bit. And basically, you're just going to take it and cover, your dice with it. Oh gosh, I ripped it. Maybe I cut down too far. Oh no. Let me go up a little bit. I think I cut down too low. That's never happened before. And I've made quite a few of these, y'all. That's bizarre. Of course it would happen on camera. And I am going to leave that in there just in case that happens to y'all. So basically, you're just going to wrap it across. I've never had so much trouble doing this, y'all. What the heck? Maybe the balloons are bad. Let me stretch it out a little bit. I may have to do it on the smaller. But basically, all you gotta do is what it doesn't want to let me do. All right, so holy crap, I've never had trouble doing this before, y'all. And I totally did this with the patriotic balloons, and it worked. Oh, there we go. Okay. I guess it just needed to get a little stretchy. Okay. So you just want to pull it to the top. I promise y'all I've never had this much trouble. It's because I'm trying to film it. That's why. It wants to give me grief. Oh my Lord. There. Whew. That was a struggle. There, Lord have mercy. And then I don't normally have that little lip down there, but it doesn't really matter because that's on the bottom. But the reason why you do that is so that this part can be as flat as possible. Because you're gonna, well, when I'm doing like hats and stuff on it, I just cover that up with that. But because this is, I done funny. All right, so you see with one balloon, you still can see through it. So let's do one more and see how that looks, and then I'll decide if we need another one. Hopefully this second one won't be as hard as that one was. Good grief. apparently I have crap all over my table and stuff is sticking to it. Okay. Alright. I'm telling y'all, this has never happened before. I'm having the hardest time. Usually it just wraps right on there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll tell you what, let's try one of these smaller ones and see if this works better, because you're struggling. We're riding the struggle bus. No, I want to do this one because I want to show y'all what it looks like with two. Because like when I did the 4th of July ones, I only did one because I need to buy a new pack of balloons. Because I just opened this one because I couldn't find my ones that were already open. And I think I just got a non-stretchy batch of balloons because, whew, I ain't never had so much trouble with this, y'all. And I've also never had it bubble at the bottom like that. Good grief, everything's falling. I am struggling, y'all. Okay. Get back up there. Sheesh. Okay, that's better. My word. Yeah, see, so this is why you want to get as close to that bottom as possible so that you don't have that. But now it's also doing this, which it's never done before. There. Well, I fixed that. So I'm just gonna chop that off a little bit, because in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Because I want that to be as flat as possible. So I can turn it upside down, because this one's not going to have a hat. And so, there. Okay, that's good. There. So now you can see that you cannot see the, this part. So 2 is usually pretty good. Okay, so now I want to draw a little marshmallow face on here. And so I'm going to Google, well, you can do it a couple of ways. I normally just Google, you can go on Google and look up marshmallow faces, which is funny that that's actually a thing. Marshmallow. Faces for hot chocolate. So these are the little mugs that you can buy on Amazon. And it looks like you can get them for, oh, $19.99, which is about what I paid for them, I think. And that's actually not what I looked, I don't think that's what I looked up. I think I looked up cute. Yeah, this, cute faces, kawaii faces. So you can just pick, I'll just go under images. And let's just pick something simple. Let's just pick this one. So we're gonna do, let's do that one. So I'm just gonna take my little Sharpie marker and draw these little just gonna do 2 little, and then we'll do a sweet little face. And then I'm gonna take a pink marker and do little cheeks. And I'm just gonna take my little Crayola Super Tips, and I'm just gonna take this little pink here and do little cheeks. Okay. Looks like my son has messed my markers up, so I gotta fix that. Okay. All right, so we don't need this anymore. Okay, so now we want to do some kind of cutesy little decoration. And like I said, normally I do like some kind of hat, like for St. Patrick's Day, I did a little leprechaun hat. And then for the 4th of July, I did those cute little patriotic hats you can get, the little plastic ones. But they don't really have anything for that I can think of. So I'm just gonna give her a little bow, like right here. So I'm just gonna take some of this ribbon and do a little bow. Just a simple, I'm actually just gonna cut it and do a simple little bow. Like tying a shoe, y'all. And if you have trouble, you could always take like some, for some reason I have trouble making a bow like this. Like it's easy when I'm tying my shoes, but like when I'm trying to freehand a bow, I struggle for some reason. So sometimes I have to use my tweezers. I don't really know why. You could also do it like this. This is another easy way, and then wrap it around, but it just looks better, I think, when you do it like this. It also works a lot better with thinner ribbon. Well, not works better. I think it looks better with the bigger ribbon, but it's easier to work with when it's thinner. Okay, get in there. I am just on the struggle bus today. Y'all might have to fast forward this. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's that, and then I need to tighten it and then loosen it. There. And then you want to pretty up your tails. So I'm just going to bend this like we did before. And cut downwards to make the little tail. Same with this side. Okay, and then we're going to heat seal this again. And I kind of did the face a little high. So let's see, I think I'm gonna do the little bow so it kind of sits on the corner there. So I'm just gonna put a little dab of hot glue right there, because you're not gonna see the back side of this. And then I'm just gonna glue that down there. So that it kind of stands up so that when it's sitting. And then also I'm gonna glue the little tail down so that it doesn't crap. There. Like that. There. I might do this one too, just so it doesn't. Sorry if y'all can hear the helicopter, y'all. They're doing training and it flies really low. So that's cute, but then we want to add something to it to make it more cute. So I have these cute, I was going to use real conversation hearts. However, I think I accidentally threw them away, or I've misplaced them because I cannot find them. But I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. So I was going to take one of these little conversation hearts and glue it right there. And that's one that says XOXO, which y'all know is my favorite. You could also make one and do a little, some little lips there. I could have even put the lips on there. That would have been cute. But you could do the lips on there. If you have some of the little hearts, you could do the little heart thing, scatter from Dollar Tree, although that's kind of big. You could do a flower. I've got these the little wooden hearts from Dollar Tree, but they're kind of big too. Yeah, that's too big. But I do have these hearts that I also got from Hobby Lobby. You could do those or little glitter hearts, but I'm going to use the little conversation heart because I think that's cute. You could just do a little gem in the center. You could do a little butterfly. Honestly, you could do whatever you want. But we're just going to do this little conversation heart. And there we go. So we have our cute little XOXO marshmallow girl. You could make a boy and do like a bow down here for like a bow tie. That would be cute. But this is super inexpensive and cute stuff you can make for your tier tray. And this is stuff I have around the house because I've bought it for other projects. So you can make 2 of the bigger ones. You can make a family, so you can have a big one and a little one, although they're not really that much smaller, I guess. But it's just really cute on your tier tray. So that is my Crafty Thursday for this week, you guys. Thank you for joining me. And again, if you want to participate, I'd be happy to have you join. Just tag me in your video and use the hashtag Crafty Thursday so I can watch your video. If you have any ideas of things you would like to see me do or try, you can always list it in the comments below and I'll be happy to give it a shot. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. And remember, in a world where you can be anything, be kind, y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.